Stylish coupes cruised America's roads for decades before automakers started largely favoring SUVs over two-doors and sedans. Now that EVs are rewriting the rules, could we see a return to the heyday of coupes? That's doubtful, but there are glimmers of hope. This week, we're looking at 4 potential EV coupes, starting with Dodge. The Charger Daytona EV unveiled this past summer isn't just a one-off dream machine for the car show circuit. It's the model that Dodge's Brotherhood of Muscle brand is betting its future on. In fact, Dodge is one of the few brands left that still sells a high-volume coupe. Dodge has sold more than 673,000 current generation Challenger coupes, and a sales spike is expected in its final year of Hemi-powered production. A version very close to Dodge's EV concept will be arriving in showrooms in 2024. And what makes it really different, besides acceleration that will leave gas-powered Hellcats in the dust, is it adds the extra utility that, for whatever reason, never seemed possible with internal combustion-powered coupes. For starters, despite it looking like a traditional coupe with a small trunk, it's going to be a hatchback with plenty of storage space when the seats are folded. And it's going to have all-wheel drive for all you EV riders dealing with snow every winter. Perhaps best of all for muscle car fans, the looks and form factor harken back to the styling of this classic 1970 Charger.
It is going to be the slipperiest car that still looks like a muscle car. We incorporated the designs from the original Charger Daytona, aero treatments on the front end, but still looks like a proper muscle car. We added sound back into the car with the patented Fratsonic chambered exhaust system, and we're going to make it drive like a proper Dodge with an electromechanical shifting system known as the Erupt system. This car will literally change the way people look at electrification in the muscle car space.
Since this episode is about style as opposed to performance and tech, we'll leave it there for now. But rest assured, the Charger Daytona Banshee Edition will bring the heat needed to keep drag strips in business. Next up is a stunningly beautiful coupe that, if built, has the potential to return Buick to being one of the best styled brands in the world. But here's the problem. Buick's Wildcat concept car isn't expected to make it into production. Instead, Buick says we'll start seeing some of the Wildcat styling cues showing up in other production vehicles. While there is potential here, it's also worrisome, since the sleek lines of a coupe rarely translate well into the world of SUVs, which is all that Buick currently makes. But then again, Ford has been able to successfully translate its Mustang styling language into the electric Mach-E SUV. But really, why can't the Wildcat be built as a coupe? Think about it. That massive hood could be a fantastic frunk, while the large coupes of yesteryear offered rear seat passengers plenty of space, a utility that has been all but lost in current-day coupes, such as the expected-to-be-canceled Camaro and even the next-generation 2024 Mustang. But back to reality. This gorgeous GranTrurismo coupe from Maserati will be going into production. Like Dodge, Maserati is owned by Stellantis, which has been accelerating its transition to EVs. The GranTrurismo EV, which carries the submodel name of Folgore, will share the same classic styling as its gas-powered siblings, but will be faster, ripping to 60 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds with a 92.5 kilowatt-hour battery pack with an 800-volt architecture. Better yet, Maserati tells Autocar a convertible version is also on the way. Finally, Genesis is also taking a look at the two-door form factor with its Genesis Speedium coupe concept.
It is not a show car, it is a tool of the design process, allowing us to explore the future of Genesis. It's simply based around a typology that we believe it's representing the core values of Genesis. At the same time, this car was there to materialize desire for purity, reduction. We definitely wanted to go back to the great moments of automotive design where saturation and overkill of forms and design elements was not present.
But like Buick, Genesis has no announced plan to put the Speedium into production. So, for EV and coupe lovers, Dodge and Maserati are the ones to watch in the near term. And while the coupe genre isn't likely to recapture its high production glory days, beautiful design will always be captivating a subset of buyers, meaning every once in a while we'll see a dream machine like the Charger Daytona make production. So what do you think? Are we going to see a resurgence of the coupe genre? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this episode of EV Rider, please give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks so much for watching.